Hi everyone, there's another video today. In this video, I'm gonna explain to you the truth about the security and why many of you absolutely have a trust issue in many of the corporations or tech companies and many of the organizations and also the governments. So for today's, I'm gonna explain to you now about some of the reasons that security must be in process, not the product. Actually, I remembered correctly in online that I visited many websites about true security. Maybe it is about some of the process, like it is not doing it for product, like for example, the company Apple Incorporated also have a implemented a security called the Secure Enclave, and also some of the hardening from hardware to software. That's why you cannot even modify some of the components unless you have exploits like USB literate or checkmate. And also, as you know guys that about the trust issue that you have experienced, the false sense of security, some corporation or government say trust us, it's safe, we verify anything. But did you ever believe that they verify it, or it is only claiming that they are verifying it? If you want to believe, then you must verify what they say, that trust us is secure claim. So it might be that there's no backdoor, there's no data exfiltration, there's no spyware, and so on. And also, in many cases, security must be controlled by you, not corporations, not governments, because you don't even know what will corporations or government will do about your security. That's why we have seen many of the situation happening in other countries like Europe and US about age verification, digital ID, chat control, and many of the surveillance. So how can you stop that? So guys, stopping it requires you to be vigilant. Like for example, installing some of the privacy tools like Signal, Tor, I2P if you want it, Firefox, and also you might need to be fight back against that law in your country if possible, like saying in Congress, or most of you are activists, or some of you are enthusiasts that oppose this kind of restrictions in using the digital technology. So the reasons that why I cannot believe about the 100% secure claim is because there is no immune in many technology. That's why perfect security is a myth, and there is no such thing that the technology have a 100% secure, only more or less secure. And also, that's why so many of the hackers, pen testers, testing the security to push its limits, and also if the vulnerability found, they might patch again, and then another vulnerability found, patch again. It keeps cycling. And also, older devices, is more secure than modern devices. Here's why. Modern devices have so many components. As you can see in Android 15 higher version, and as you can see in so many technologies like AI, NPU, chips that have powered by AI. That's why we need to be beware of this kind of technology. That's why you need to stock in older version of the devices. But if you want a modern technology, like I said earlier, that it is AI powered or quantum powered devices, then that's fine because that is for your threat model actually. And also, if you are in high risk situations, like if you are a whistleblower, activist, dissident, political dissent that oppose some of the evil uh, politicians, so on, then you need to think about your threat model you are protecting against, because nation state actors have so many resources and so many budgets that they are selling the exploits like zero day. And also, do you think that your devices like Oppo, Xiaomi, but take a look at the law in Chinese government about the national security law. Maybe it is meaning that all citizens and organizations must support and assist in intelligence work. That's why you need to be aware about this law in China, because maybe that your devices Chinese have a secretly backdoor that we didn't even verify if it exists. And also, when your device is in US or made in US company in countries in United States, then you might still need to be worried because that devices might be backdoored too secretly. There's a law in US that FISA, Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, as you know, that it allows to spy a non-US person, and maybe it is actually for national security purpose as they claim. So as you know guys, this is how the forces of security actually means. You cannot even trust many of these things unless you verify it by yourself. And also, if you are a Android iPhone users, then you have to see and listen what I said about the security, and also why you have a trust issue. That's it guys, and see you there soon.